We'd like to sincerely thank our Patreon supporters.
Hey, what's up everybody? It's a couple days before Thanksgiving and I am working away over here. In today's video, we are gonna feed a couple animals real quick. I moved the cleaning table to the back of the enclosures. I'm working on the video, finishing up that hallway and getting that plumbing done. But I finally moved the processing table where I can actually chop and cut everything without the table bouncing. We will do a whole big white rock area and elevate this, and that way I don't have ants on my feet or any of that business. It'll be a lot better. But I've got fish all cut up for the littles in the back of the golf cart. Everybody's in their tray, and I've moved some food for some of the bigger animals. I do have flip-flops on. You guys know how I hate feeding when I'm wearing flip-flops, because I don't want anyone to think that my toes are a little pinky mouse or something. So let's see. You know, some of these guys have not tried fish, and just because they like some fish, they don't like all fish. Let's see what Frosty thinks of Jack Crevalle. All right, well, clearly he approves. The rock monitors seem to be a heck of a lot less picky than the water monitors. The water monitors seem to be like teenagers. Like, this one doesn't eat eggs, this one doesn't eat fish. Like, it's and there's bone, everything in that skin. So that's good that he likes it. I think he got all Jack. Some of them got snooks, so some got luckier than others. But the younger white throats, they're a little tricky to feed. That male, oh good, he's on the shelf. He like dashes for the door if I come by the door. He's crazy for his food. Female, let's see. Oh, there you go, buddy. Yeah, look, she's actually digging for worms. You can actually see her hunting back there. Their trays are piling up in their enclosure. Oh, there she goes. Yeah, she didn't mess around when that fish hit the ground. Well, that's good. They like the fish. I was hoping to keep him busy for a little bit longer before he goes and steals hers, but that's good. There's plenty more of that. I think Thanksgiving morning I'm gonna go fishing again, so maybe I'll keep a bunch more fish. All right, we got Alexander here. Looks like he's got some stomach meat, some belly meat. Wonder if he's gonna want all the stomach and organs. What do you think? I think he wants it. That's kind of a big chunk, but that's all soft. There's no bones in that. That's all stomach and organ meat. Wow, that's a lot to put down. Kind of went at a 90-degree angle, but it was all soft, so I didn't cut it. All right, and that's mud in his water, guys. It's that water was done just yesterday before I worked on the plumbing, because I wanted the water to look clean for when I was filming that video. So well, here's proof. The male water monitor right across the hallway, who's hasn't been in his water yet, so it's crystal clear. I'm not gonna throw food in all the enclosures where guys aren't out. Waste your time looking at that. Where is Ivy? She was just out. Huh? She went back to hiding. I don't know what's going on with her. We thought that she was gonna lay eggs, and hey Lily. Pinky's at her door, Lily's at her door. Oops, sorry about that view, guys. Let's see if Lily wants some fish. She may be one of the picky ones. Let's see. You can actually see now the mark on her back where you see that little white, where she had squeezed into that lay box. Remember I said that I had it blocked off, but somehow or another she got in. She squeezed. And you can see that's her post-laying weight. She's all wrinkly and she looks like a normal water monitor now. You can actually see her ribs and everything. But she'll gain her weight back. Her and Forrest have been like two lovebirds, just hanging, sitting on their hide boxes, staring at each other all day long. Let's see if Forrest likes fish. You know, he's, ever since losing his tongue, he's been hot and cold with certain things. Huh? And he's so funny. I could give him a plate of chicken this big, which isn't like massive, and he'll eat half of it. Like, he likes being that body weight. He does not like to gorge on any food. Painting your hide box with the, yeah, he's got another big, I think that's the snooks organ meat there, the stomach and all that good stuff. Well, that's good. It's good for them to eat all that different stuff. Pinks is at her cage. We just did that short where I opened the door to just do a short and show you guys how fat she was before she laid. And I'm gonna wait until she's not like trying to go through the door, but she's so big right now. She's got to lay her eggs soon. She just has to. I'll wait till she's not at the door, because again, I have flip-flops on. Onyx is gonna make it difficult because he's trying to come through his door. Even Bubba, but I'm not as worried about Bubba. Let's see. Sometimes if I move the food over to the screen. No, don't climb up on the door, bub. So there's nothing I can do if you do that. I like it when the come on, over here. Over here, Bubba. There we go. All right, now let's see if with the camera I can do this. Here we go, buddy. Here we go. Do you like fish? I saw it yesterday. No, he's definitely better, but he, on a couple like 70-degree nights, I didn't kick the heat on, and he missed like 1 or 2 feedings. And remember, I was trying to get him to a safe weight before I wormed him, but I think the week after Thanksgiving, so next week, I just need to do it regardless, because he literally skipped 1 meal and I could see a difference in what his parasite load did to him. And I'm assuming it's a parasite load because he's eating really, really well. I mean, he is better than he was, but he could be better. I feel like the blackthroats have reacted a lot better to the food. Oh gosh. Simmer down, Onyx. Onyx is trying to climb through the door to get it some food. Jane is on her shelf, but you guys know how she is. She's not gonna eat for us. You know what I could do is I could feed Onyx through the door, the access door on the side. I don't think he hasn't seen that trick yet. Get the spider webs out of the way. I don't see Blackbeard. I got the door open for them. It seems like she only will come out when she knows she has access to him. All right, you don't need to swing at me. Do you want some fish? There you go, girl. That, see, is really strange. She actually ate in front of me. Which, oh look, he's already starting to come out. So, see if we can give her. It's okay, girl. I think he got the last meal, so she skipped a meal. Oop, there you go, girl. You're okay. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that one in the bushes. Will I be able to get the one in the bushes without getting tail whacked in the head? There we go. You're okay. Dang it. I am really asking to get tail whacked. I mean, your roommate, look at that belly hang. She is accurate, I tell you what. All right, well, that fish is on the ground if you want it. Nothing I can do for you. He's about to come out and he's gonna get that fish. Well, I think I'm gonna shut it down and get the last couple guys fed, and then we'll film feeding some of the smalls. He's going for the snook head. I kind of had to film it. When I say like I don't waste anything, like that's the skull of the snook. All those good bones, and that's the head of a, was it 28 and a half, I think that snook was. Gotta grab it just right, bub. Yeah, he doesn't love the fish, but he's gonna eat it just the same. He'll get it all down. Let him play with it. You know, it's better sometimes when you don't cut it up so small. It really gives them something to do, to walk around and try and fit that down, just like they would in the wild. Nothing's chopped up for them in the wild. It's always cool to watch that. All right, so now we're in the garage, and I am by the baby Dumerils, and I haven't tried fish with them yet. Maybe I did. I just don't remember. Definitely looks interested. I feel like that's the little female. Where's the male at? He's always in the water. Is he under it? Do we need to do a little digging? Is he just simply in the tunnel? No. Why would he be just simply in the tunnel? They usually bury like real close to the water. I don't want to move the water tub. I've already messed up the enclosure quite a bit. Let's give her all the food she wants. She has been not as good of a feeder as him. God, I would love to get some like little mosquito minnows. What kind of bite was that? Oh, she got it. All right. I'm sure he'll come out and find some. But right next door, white throats are sleeping away. Now, I can tell you right away that they're gonna be grumpy. The way I feel, I mean, you can. Oh, now she is shoveling food in her mouth now. You can handle and have the rock monitors tame as babies, just like the water monitors. But if you don't handle a water monitor enough as a baby, you're not going to have a tame adult. But with rock monitors, you can kind of just leave them alone until they get 3.5 feet and then start handling them. And it seems like once they have that size, they just come around. So I don't stress the socializing with them as babies. So I haven't. Aaron could totally correct me and say, whoa, what are you doing? But I've always been fine that way. I can tell you, Frosty hasn't really been handled and stuff like that. He's fine. You can walk right up and pet him. He just doesn't care. It just comes with size. Female sulfur, I put some food in for her. I need the longer tongs to feed the albinos. I don't know what I did with them. Oh, I see them. I see them. And I already pulled the cage out for the white throats. It's similar to the cage that the last sulfur guru is in. It's never mind my wet sneakers. I'm trying to forget who. Maybe the black dragons were in this last. So we can clean that water bowl. We can add some more mulch. We can put a log in there. Move their water bowl into the corner there. I mean, not a ton to set up, but being able to roll them into that sun and get that sun during the day, you really can't, I mean, I guess you can reproduce it, but why reproduce it when it's free right there? I mean, they just have to come into the garage to be warm at night and then just roll them out in the morning. And the rolling them kind of helps them get used to noises and everything else as well. All right, let's see. I know the male albino never disappoints when it comes to food. Find him a nice big piece. Just trying to find a long piece so he doesn't bite the tongs. Hey, buddy. It's food. There you go. You got it good. Oh, yeah, he wasn't happy that he dropped that. He got real excited about it being dropped. Let's try and give him another piece. No, he doesn't have that one so good either. Oh. I'm gonna come down for that one. Oop. Yeah, don't miss it. There you go. He's so handsome. All right, and let's see. She does this every time. Like, I start getting nervous that I feel like, oh, she should have laid last week. And she ends up laying. But she seems to cycle fast and lay really late, but she lays really pretty eggs. So, I mean, I still feel like the eggs are in there. She's already tongue flicking. Let's see. She's always eaten all the way up to the day she lays, so. And the only thing I did differently this time around is I didn't hit her with as many rats. I wonder if we get less numbers by feeding her less rats. It'd be interesting to see if the difference in nutrients or the difference in fat. I can still see that scar on her neck. I guess we will for some time. definitely should have painted my walls a much darker color. We can see them so much better. I saw somebody else in their enclosure with black. I don't think they had black for me. It's probably Kenan calling. One more. Do you want one more? Just barely swallowed that last one. There you go. And you don't have to leave that plate in there for her to fill it up with dirt. That's what she's filling. Her water, everything with dirt every day. She's digging, digging, digging. There's nothing new there. Let's see, did the male Dumerils come out yet? Nope. All right, I'm gonna shut you down and I'm gonna grab the supplies to set up this enclosure. All right, well, we're out here by the enclosure and let's go ahead and put their water bowl in before I pack it with mulch. Give them more mulch to dig in. A little more. Now the only downside is now on the cloudy days they're not getting the heat lamp. So just like my hold back water monitors, they're now reliant just on the sun. So, and there really isn't a hot or cold side to their enclosure. It's just so let's set it up like that. If they're in the tunnel, we can open the door and see. I have a feeling that more of them are now going to bury in. Much bigger water dish than they had before. They're probably going to need it being outside because they're going to have to, they're probably going to get so warm that they're going to have to cool off. And so much easier for me to clean again. Outside is always easier when it comes to that. Let's see, where do we have the small silver tongs? There they are. Because I would like to be able to tong feed them once we have them out here. I don't know if they like the fish or not. And I have gloves on because I would rather handle them softly and let one nibble on my hand than one nibble on my hand and then I have to react. So it's okay if it nibbles on my glove. But they have grown so much. So much. Beautiful. Ooh, a little dash. A little angry mouth. There you go. Okay. I was going to adjust the camera for you guys. There you go. Okay, right into the tunnel. And then once we get back to the stick camera, then we'll, I need to adjust it down a little. I don't know what's better, guys. Obviously, there is no easy way to do this if you're holding the camera. Okay. Just don't want you. She's just trying to squirm backwards. That's her move. You're okay. What are you gonna do in all this sunlight? Let's see. She's like, I don't want to go in there with him. He's hissing at me. You're okay. See, it's all so new. she flinched when she saw my shadow. Yeah, she definitely, and the elevation being at the ground. But if you never give them that until they move to an outdoor enclosure, then you're gonna have a much bigger animal that went right back to square one and wasn't tame because now it's at ground level. So, okay. Well, you see, they all did defensive stuff, but not one bit my gloves. And again, I am holding them so light. Just tongue flicking, checking out the world. All right, it's gonna be obviously a big shocker when we hit this bright light, because all right, so she just took off running. This is the one that's a question mark. The first one is the obvious male. All right, so what I'm gonna do is go to the other camera so I can hold it, and then I'm gonna try and tongue feed these little guys. They are normally such good eaters. Okay, well, let's see. We've got one out, and the other two went straight back to hiding. But food seems to be a pretty big motivator with these. Come on. You smell? Yeah, it's food. Because you don't know about that fish. That's all defensive, not food yet. A couple tongue flicks. There you go. What I don't want is for the ones in the tunnel to come out, because they're all such good eaters. I don't want them to come out and grab my hand. There you go. They're piled up inside that tunnel. There's two in there. Hey. I got it right in front of his face. I think when he sees the other one come over to the tray, it's gonna be too much. Come on. You're not afraid of me. Come on, guys. This is food. Oh, yeah. Alright, so I think the male's got his face on the food. He's tongue flicking it. He's eating it inside the tunnel. It's all over. He's gonna see that there's a whole tray of it. He actually dropped the fish. He is not sure about it. Maybe if I back up. I don't know if you guys can see in the tunnel. Oh, he's inching forward to it again. Can you guys see him eating it? Oh, I think she's gonna go right up on top and put it there for you. There you go. All new. New stuff. It's got a nice piece of bone in this piece. Come on, buddy. Wow, his face really does look like Ferocious's face and not Frosty's. Ferocious had all that like really intricate marbling on his face. Maybe his eyes look the same. Yeah, she's starting to get a little curious about the food. I think she's gonna come forward. She's tempted to. Yeah, she's gonna come down and get that piece right there. Oh no. See, the food competition is the best motivator, because now he is thinking about coming out. It's so funny the way they're looking at me. Now the third one hasn't decided that it wants any part of this yet. Alright, slinking over to me. Can't come out the door. She's thinking about it though. She's slowly coming all the way up to me by the door. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, she's rubbing her shed. It's okay. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that a lizard that young is... Did you guys see that? It actually just everted its semis. And I couldn't see, obviously it's not going to be mature enough to show you if it's a male or female, but it just everted. I've never seen a baby do that before. I can tell you that that 1-year-old male is an obvious male, whereas with a blackthroat at a year old, the bulges don't reflect sexual maturity. They're still questionable at that size and age. So maybe these white throats get mature much younger or much smaller. The camera's too much. I bet you if we walked away and gave them just a little while to explore their enclosure. Yes, I don't want you defensive posturing. There's no reason to be defensive. Yeah, it's actually marking, dragging and everting. Wow, that is wild. Just gonna do it again. Yeah, it's finding a good place to sun up on that log. I think what we're gonna do is just give them a couple minutes to settle down, and we'll come and film. But I have to leave the house in like 10 minutes. So we'll give them 5 and then we'll try and finish this up. Well, that really didn't improve. That one is still the only one out. And then I was bringing something to the truck and it took off running. So it's very defensive right now. And they still haven't come out and eat, but it really wasn't enough time. And unfortunately, I don't have any more time. I've actually got to scoot. I've got a surf ski race. So they're gonna get rolled in the garage, but you know, this is part of, I mean, I don't want to call it socializing, but them getting used to the life that they're gonna have here with me is getting used to me working around them, walking around them. And even though being elevated relieved the stress and made them less cautious, the truth of the matter is the next step is these cages that are at ground level, and they have to get used to me walking by, Pete walking by. I mean, Pete doesn't pay any attention to the lizards, but he's part of their environment that they have to get used to. And so if they can get used to this cage rolling every day, you know, me doing the water changes with the hose, like this is all part of making them as adults more used to my routine and the things I do. So it's, to me, it's a big step getting the group to the next level, the next step or whatever in raising them, and that's getting him in a cage where I can give him that natural sunlight and roll him in and out. And I mean, just like well, I'm still calling him Bubba, but he's that one holdback sulfur guru that is, he just has a gut on him. You know, what's really funny is out of all of them, he is the only one that didn't gobble up that fish. So that stinks if he's the only one. Well, we'll see by this evening if he doesn't eat it. The garage, even though it gets dark when I close it up, does retain quite a bit of heat, and is a good temperature for them. So that might spark them off to eat. And you know, it also gets the lizards all very close to each other. They all get to see each other straight through the screen. You know, this black dragon that's on the screen there is looking at this black dragon that's much larger on the shelf right next to it. And you know, there's a guru right there. You know, I pack them in. I had to leave enough room for, oh, the timer already timed out. So just the little female Dumerils is the only one that ate. She ate quite a bit. She got a belly full. And the water was very cold on the cool side. And now that I put it on the hot side, it actually gets really nice and warm. And when they want to cool off, they've been actually going into the tunnel to cool off. But they love that warm water and have been soaking in it a lot. I think that's it for this video. I know I've been turning out long videos, but I've got to go. All right, guys, until next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. See you soon.